Welcome to my channel, everyone. It's day 19 of the 30-day Ultimate Creativity Challenge. Today's prompt is Heartbreak, Mammalian, which I'm assuming is just mammal, and stained glass. What you're looking at here is a drawing I did back in 2012 of Beast from Beauty and the Beast when he's smiling. I used oil pastels, and that is going to be the very same theme I use for today's drawing. I'm going to be drawing a heartbroken beast in stained glass. He's just going to be so upset that he couldn't lose my train of thought. That Belle left him. This is when Belle left him to go save her dad, and he's just heartbroken, and now this moment is immortalized in stained glass in his castle, I guess. So I'm just trying to draw his basic line work, and then I would put the stained glass drawing on top of that. So right now I'm drawing his eyes and his fur and basically his head. There's his ears and his horns, and then I kind of work on the rows, and I'm trying to keep the edges sharp for the thing. And here I'm drawing half hearts, and it's like a 3-part stained glass window, so 3 different stained glass windows, and they're all right next to each other, and the other 2 are just the broken heart split on either side of him. So I am again just drawing in the lines a little bit darker so I can see it, and I actually start putting in the stained glass. And apparently there's a stained glass filter on Photoshop, and I didn't have to put so much effort in it. But you know what? I'm proud of the amount of work I put into this drawing, so maybe I'll use the stained glass filter in Photoshop in the future, but I really like what I did with this drawing. So I'm just going around and I'm filling in all of the spots, and I thought that his eyebrows could be just glass pieces on their own, and I don't know, it just kind of looks like mishmash, and I almost get lost in which part of the drawing is what, but hopefully I clear it up with the coloring layer. And I like that with the stained glass I don't really have to focus on shading as much, and I cheat with these lines. I kind of use the shift key when I draw it so that the stained glass lines are straight. But here I just zoom in and I use a smaller brush, and it turns out okay. I think my line work is becoming a lot straighter than when I first started this challenge. So again, this challenge is really helping out, and just drawing a picture every day is probably the best way, the quickest way to grow my art talent. But at the same time, I am wearing myself thin, so I can't wait for this challenge to be over. And at the same time, I can't wait to see what else I can come up with. I'm really excited to do all 30 days and draw all these drawings. And here I'm continuing to just do the line art for the stained glass, and I just fill it in. So this is like supposed to be partly his hands and partly his clothes here. And then he's just holding the glass dome, globe, face, upside down face, I don't know, around the rose. And here's the rose. I love this rose. It turned out so pretty. I usually just draw like rounded edges for the rose, but I like that I did sharp edges, and I did that because of the glass. And here's where I start to put in the color. I started with his eyes because for me that was the most easily distinguished, and I probably didn't get all his colors right, especially around his face, but I don't know, I like the end result. I colored in his horns this dark brown color, and then I threw in lighter brown colors kind of around. And the reason I kind of planned out the colors the way I did, because even though it doesn't exactly match the colors of Beast, it distinguishes the colors apart for the sake of the stained glass to kind of identify what part is what on this character. And so as you see, I drew the clothes and the hands, and then I get to color in the background, and I couldn't decide what color I wanted the background to be. I started out with purple, and then I went to a lighter blue, and I tried some gradients, like maybe some light around him, and that wasn't working for me. So in the end, I end up doing a darker blue than this, but I keep the light blue color for the glass part around the rose. And I loved coloring in this rose. The rose is probably my favorite part of this drawing. Then I used a bevel emboss to kind of make it like look more like stained glass. And here I'm filling in the darker blue for the drawing for the background to make it more extinguished. And anyway, cross it off, and here you go, day 19, my heartbroken beast.